Water Show, and to stay to stay tuned. He's got some really big,
Yeah.
powerful training he wants to run down with you guys today. So hang with us. I want to make sure everybody stays on for him. He'll probably be joining us in the next 15 minutes or so. But before that, I'd like to just dive right in, Nora, and I'll turn it over to you for some ranks and some just general conversation. But I want to get into some product talk. But before I do, I just want to say, how's your summer going so far, Nora? How you doing out there?
Brother, we're doing great. I want to thank Live Good for all of these opportunities that allowed us to be just serving the children and, of course, getting healthier. And I've been doing this, as you know, for about 20 years. And I've been a functional eater for the past 17 years. But thanks to Live Good, I get to supplement, which is the easiest way to get going on your health journey. But I'm telling you, brother, this year alone, even though I've been on Live Good products for about 2.5 years now, but this year alone, I totally saw the difference. I mean, this earlier this morning, we were talking, going back and forth, we're like unloading trucks. Kids are like, Mr. Norder, what's up with you? So I've been keeping up with 25-year-olds. I want to thank you and Lisa for making these great products. I want to thank Ben for coming out of network marketing and just creating this beautiful marriage. That just we're just so blessed, Ryan. We're so blessed to be a part of a revolution of love and just loving on one another. So that's what I've been doing this summer. How's yours, bro?
Amen to that, man. Amen. Yeah, good. I always laugh because I was going to turn to Lisa, but it's like Lisa and I joke. It's like if you have a kid, if you have kids between 10 and say 16 before they're driving, you feel like you're this unpaid, gig, Uber driver. I mean, it's just nothing but busy, busy.
Love it.
At least with school, schooling's, is regimented. It's got more structure. This summers are getting more challenging when you're involved in the business so much like we
Yes.
are not, or as being operators of the business, we
Yes.
are every day in it, in the
Yes.
trenches, as you
Yes.
like to say. Lisa and I both, Ben certainly is
Oh,
been very, very,
yeah.
very, very busy. So I
Yes.
know you're absolutely busy and doing
Honored.
a lot of training and really what, like you described, you're in the field. And so you understand what people are seeing, saying, all the stuff that's really important. It allows us to make changes on
Yes.
the administrative side. So it's all really powerful stuff. But summers are great. It's a good time to also spend some time reevaluating your priorities. You're seeing your kids more. You're out and
Yes.
and quite frankly, uh, I think people lose sight of the fact that their health is a priority in the summer.
Oh,
They get kind of quick. Right? Maybe Lisa will comment on this, but it seems like a lot of people are on the go. Got to go here, go there, even more so than during the school year. And food can be medicine, or food can be a poison. And so
wow.
we're really seeing that a lot with families across the summers because we talk and interact with a lot of families on health coaching side of things. So it's really important though to stay focused, to stay true to your structure and to your schedule and everything like that because you need it to serve you. It needs to serve you, and
Yes.
I just want to send that as a reminder to anybody out there that has children. They can certainly relate to that. So, all right, guys, let's talk about products. A lot of things are going on in the product market. I don't know if it's June or January when I'm talking product. It does not matter to me.
That's
Maybe it
right.
does in other network marketing businesses. I don't know. It doesn't phase me one bit. I just work on it from strictly a what's good for us as
Right.
humans. What do we need? What are we not getting out of our daily nutritional goal? Like, what are we not getting in our bodies that we need? What are some things that, and sometimes it's a little bit about what is trending, what's working. Methylene blue came out. We launched methylene blue early because of my pharmacy background, knowing it. And I had no idea that RFK was going to show up taking methylene blue or that all
Damn.
influencers were going to talk about it. I just knew that it was a highly efficacious supplement that we could launch, and things like that. So just so you guys know, I'm looking at glutathione right now in a similar format because glutathione is not very well absorbed orally. It's only a tripeptide, so it can break down. It's hard to reassemble. That's why I always tell people eat your cruciferous vegetables, load up on the sulfur compounds. And then the same thing with NAD. We're trying to look at NAD from can we get it stable enough to take it orally or sublingually and see if that'll work. But right now on the board, what we have launching soon, we have our watermelon hydration stick packs that are just about to come back. Remember the bag
Yes.
got messed up? Well, we
Yes.
had to reprint the bag, and of course, you had to repackage the bag. You had to gusset the bag, then you had to put the sealable thing on the bag. The printing of the bag was quick. The rest of the stuff that took a lot more is taking a lot more work. So probably this week. What's Friday? No, not this week. Next week will be good. Black seed oil design files. Ben just sent those to me, so we're ready to rock with the black seed oil. You guys are For those that know black seed oil, you're pumped. You're going to see 5% thymoquinone, the highest quality black seed oil absolutely on the market at the lowest price. You know how we do.
Yep.
It's in a soft gel. If you want to use it topically, you're going to have to puncture the soft gel, open the soft gel, and you can get it out of it that way. And that's why I wanted to do it originally in an oil, but I was like, it's just not palatable. I don't think people would really be too receptive to it. I personally liked it, but it was super powerful. So we've got a pet multivitamin. It's organic, or USA certified organic. That's where it is right now in this organic certifier, waiting for the approval on that. And then we'll be right there,
Beautiful.
ready to blend, ready to get it labeled and done. So that's only a couple weeks out, I would think. That's honestly minor. We have a bone support product that I've talked about for quite some time. The reason things can take a little longer with me, I don't know what other companies or other product developers do, but for me, it's a lot of, because I might have a product a certain, if I can't get it a certain way, then I just scrap it and I kind of start over. And that happened with bone a number of different ways. You'll see some of the ingredients that we were very adamant about, like the hydroxyapatite. Like, it's funny, you see it used out there in toothpaste, and people want it. People tell us all the time, you want this product, that's great. But man, I gotta tell you, when I was going to source it, I couldn't get what I wanted. And then finally it took some time, I found what I needed and got it. So that's the part. You got to stay on it. Like, you can't just take what they're offering. You got to keep asking for the stuff you know exists and you need. So I'm always doing that on your behalf, guys. I mean, remember, we do this for ourselves, but it benefits everybody because I'm a real stickler for details on the supply of some of these ingredients, guys. So just keep that in mind when you see things. And you're welcome to ask me any questions about sourcing. I'll happily share that information with you. But wait till you see this bone support, the amount of ingredients, what we got into this product. I mean, just a powerful, powerful supplement for everybody, not just people like, postmenopausal women that are suffering with osteopenia or osteoporosis. It's not just for them. Now, that segment will benefit tremendously from it, but it's really going to benefit the masses, because as you'll hear from us as we start to roll out some of this education, is that you'll see a lot of people suffer from typically a lower bone density, and could really use some help in that department. So we've got some other really cool things coming down the pipeline. I talk a lot about some other new things. We got the household cleaners that I added a little more of our essential oil to. So this was like done, and I was like, you know what? I want more of the oil, because remember, guys, essential oils are volatile. The odors, the aromas, they off gas, and so I wanted to get a little bit more kick in there, a little bit more potency. So that's what I'm working on right now. It's basically done though. So stay with us. Hydrogen tablets for your antioxidant needs. Everybody knows that's trending, but it's also highly efficacious. So we're pumped about that. Coffee creamer to add to our already organic coffee, the healthiest coffee. And
Damn.
boom, that's a huge one. Coffee creamer is going to be big,
Yeah.
big. The parasite cleanse might not make a lot of sense to people, but we are working on it, Lisa and I, and you'll see why. We're going to share that through education. We do want to work on building up some of our content, so we're helping with that as well. Got the black seed oil, we talked about watermelon, the CBD. You guys know that we launched the cinnamon. That's a big fan favorite already. We got the CBD gummy, which is going to be USDA certified organic. That's on its way very soon. Again, the organic certifiers is a really lengthy, in-depth, highly detailed process. They need to see every supply chain with the proper certifications and all the stuff. So it just takes a little longer. As you
Yes.
know, we're working on a skincare line. We've already got 4 amazing products, but we're going to launch another couple. Oh, we actually have 5 if you add the whip tallow balm.
Yes.
Launch the fiber support, organic fiber. That's gone. That's going. You guys are absolutely loving that product. Great feedback, by the way. Liver support's rocking it still. And then, of course, like we talked about with the pet, and we said we're going to launch with the pet multivitamin, but we know we're going to expand into that segment. So stay tuned, guys. There is so much more coming, whether it's June or January or December or whatever. I don't know, and I really don't care. I'm just focused on
Love it.
providing
I
the highest
love
quality
this.
supplements for you guys. So I think maybe before we go into some rank advancements, Naughter, and we are still waiting for Ben, a couple more minutes.
Yes.
He'll be with us. He's pumped about training today. But let's
Yes.
go out to Lisa, say good morning to her, and see what she's got for us today. Lisa, call's yours.
All right. Hello, everyone. Yeah, you
I'm up.
touched on a lot of great things. And yes, with the summer and schedules crazy, definitely I'm driving children around 24/7 and having a crazy house, but it's all good. But really, what's like what Ryan had said about schedules and being different and changing and travel more and whatever the summer brings for you, it brings something different for everybody.
Yes.
But I want to talk about the consistency aspect when it comes to supplementations. supplementation. So you can't just take something, you can't just take a supplement in and out and expect results. Now, okay, maybe a protein powder. Maybe you don't have to use that every day as long as you're reaching your protein goals. Sure, that's something different. But you can't just take a multivitamin one day, forget 3 days, then take it, and then say it's not working, I'm not buying it again. That doesn't make any sense. The goal with taking supplementation is to make sure your levels that naturally decline as we age, this almost goes with everything.
Mhm.
You want to bring those levels up to optimal levels so our bodies can function at their best. And the only way to do that is consistency. So I can give you examples about like what I like to do, but you also have to find out what works best for you. Otherwise, you're never going to be consistent. Now, I've showed before, I don't have it in my hands right now, but I've showed before how I sort my vitamins out. And I even have one that I can pop it out and take the day with me if I know I'm not going to be home all day. Or preparation wise, I have a handheld mixer. I will put all my powders in it, take it to go, add water when I need to. We have our shaker bottle that can be used for that as well. You just have to, again, figure out ways to get these supplements in. Some things are in, we have our hydration amplifier and stick packs. I know stick packs are requested among many of you for these purposes, but until we get to that point of adding say like a different form of products that we already have, think about ways that you could do it. Think about whether you use little silicone baggies, or I've showed before, I have little mini Tupperwares that stack, and I just use a label maker and I put on there what it is and I just take it with us. Ryan and I and our family were about to be traveling next week, but we're staying at a rental. You can ship stuff to your rental. Just communicate with the person that you're renting with. So we had a whole supply of Live Good stuff shipped, and between the four of us using our products, like we'll go through the majority of it. If you don't use it all, you could either choose to pack it and bring it home with you, or you gift it and you maybe leave your name and number or something if you're an affiliate, right? If you're interested, give me a ring, give me a text, something like that. So just again, it's just really about, if you want to see results, you have to be consistent. And I've always said too, you can't take something for a month and then expect results, even if you are taking it every day. Not everything works like that. I get that comment a lot with lean. Well, I've been taking lean for a straight month and I've lost a pound. Well, some bodies are different. Reasons why you're storing excess body fat for one is very different than another. Maybe you don't just need lean. You also need to eliminate some nutrient deficiencies. Maybe you need to increase your protein and fiber intake, right? So there's certain things that we can play around with, but the goal always is staying consistent with something for at least 3 months before you start to look at things. And that goes also with blood work. Say you start taking our liver support and you want to see if it's improved your liver enzymes. Be consistent for 3 months, then retest those liver enzymes. You have to give your body time to adjust, to adapt, to change. So consistency, guys, think about that one. Trying to think what else I wanted to chat about. Oh, and also, I talk about this a lot about stacking, but I have to keep talking about it because I do continue to get the questions where some people just want one supplement answer, and I'm never going to give you a one supplement answer. You're going to notice that unless you say, how do I increase my fiber intake? And I say, take our fiber. Okay, that's one supplement. But if you give me some kind of health condition or something is going on with you, it's going to be a stack of supplements because we need to get down to like the root cause of what's going on. And I will always start with eliminating nutrient deficiencies and decreasing inflammation. That's like step one. And if you want to do this in steps with me, I can walk you through it too. If you don't want to just bombard your system, some bodies are more sensitive than others. For me, I could just load it with whatever I want. I'm really not going to be negatively affected by it, but some bodies take time to adjust, and I can help you through that process. But it is to achieve optimal health. You have to have a stack of supplements. It's just what it is. I think Dr. Ryan would be a billionaire if he could make one supplement and it was something that we needed and would fix all of our woes. That would be amazing. I would love for that day to come because I don't like taking a handful of pills, but I do. And it's worth it. So if you want to complain or someone complains about having to take all these pills and these powders, what's the alternative? Right? Just think about that every time you do it. What's the alternative? Love you guys reaching out to me always. My emails are always constantly skyrocketed, and I like it because they are really they're intelligent questions, and it shows me that you really want to help yourself or help your loved ones and understand how to do it in the process. So continue to use me as a resource. Feel free to share my email with your friends and family if they have questions for themselves. Sometimes it's easier for me to communicate directly with them. But yeah, appreciate all your hard work and everything you guys are doing for our Live Good family. Back
Oh,
to
I
you.
love that, Lisa. Thank you so much. And yeah, appreciating the hard work is right. Wait until you hear these rank advancements that we got. So Ben sent us the rank advancements and asked us to cover those. And man, every time, Naughter, I see those, my head just it brings me
Dude.
back to like that time when Ben told me. I joked. I said, "How do we keep up this momentum? We got 30 people signed up in a week." And that was a really funny conversation.
Sorry.
But yeah. I know, hilarious. But again, I don't know the network side as well. I've now been in it for a couple of years and got to really
Yes.
understand it. But wow, man, we're still going this strong after 2 years. I mean, and
Oh,
it's wonderful. And there is absolutely no end in sight. That's what I love about it too, Naughter, when you and
yes.
Ben talk about where you see this reaching. And
Yes.
that part I can understand because
Yes.
just look at what we bring to the table, how we offer the value proposition for people. So
Bam.
again, looking at those numbers, I got super excited again today. But Naughter, I know everybody's excited to hear from you. So why don't you take the call away?
Hey, my brother, thank you so much. Again, thank you for everything. Lisa, thank you for everything. I'm the product of the product. I'm just so thankful for you all. There's only one issue. I wish I met you 20 years ago. That's what I'm gonna say. I wish I met you all 20 years ago. I've had the honor and
Oh, that
pleasure
is
of.
so sweet,
I
man.
really mean it, bro. I really mean it because don't get me going. I easily get emotional, but the way I'm spending time with my grandkids at 60 years old, I am healthier than I ever was, at least for the past 35 years. And nothing is easier, ladies and gentlemen, than starting with supplementation to start your healthy journey. So, Dr. Goodkin, I want to thank you, my brother. Lisa, I want to thank you. I want to thank you both for bringing the products that you used to make for your beautiful family and the doggies that are part of your family. And now, by Ben coming back to network marketing, almost 2 million people recognizing that we are the future of commerce, and it all starts with that, with these amazing products. So I want to thank you for that personally as Naughter, and that's just my heart to you. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just so thankful for being a part of this revolution. Some of the things that Dr. Goodkin said and started the call, and believe you me, we did not plan this. This is so natural. This is so organic. And when you're transparent and just speak from your heart, that's what happens. So the way Ryan started the call, Dr. Goodkin started the call was not, how's your summer? And then we start talking about summer. Some of the ranks I'm going to talk to you about, ladies and gentlemen, again, because I come from the old way of network marketing. There are a lot of people in Live Good that have never been involved in network marketing. So to a lot of you, you might hear things from the old way of doing network marketing that just won't make sense because you never were involved with the old way of network marketing. So when we're talking about summer and supplementation, that really tugs on my heart because doing this for 35 years, being a company owner, consultant, whatever I've been for about 20 years, I have never, ever, 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 ever seen a company that would sustain and actually grow during the summer months and during the holidays. Why? Because traditional companies in the past, or currently, some of them are still around, make a product for 10, sell it to the distributors for about 80. So the distributor pays $80 for a $10 product and sell it to their friends for 85. So make $5 off the friend. Meanwhile, the friend is paying $85 for a $5 product. That's why traditionally, and nobody can argue with the statistics, and that's why these numbers are so phenomenal. Again, a lot of you are new to network marketing. You won't recognize this, but people like Ben and I who've been doing this for combined over 50 years, this blows our mind. And I wish you could feel what we feel, because when you see these kind of numbers, when you see growth during the slowest season of this industry, it tells you all about the quality and the value, because finally people can get healthy, stay healthy, even during the summer months and holidays season, when usually people stop overpaying for overpriced products, because deep in their heart, everybody through the old traditional network marketing company models knew that if you look at those companies' compensation plan, when they're giving away cars and trips and pink Cadillacs and rings and all that, that ultimately either comes from the product quality being low or the product price being high, or unfortunately, in many cases, both. Live Good, we don't do any of that. Like Dr. Goodkin says, we make the highest quality products with the best ingredients. We bring it to you at cost with a 100% money back guarantee. And you know what the sweetest part of it is for me? One of the sweetest parts is being trained by Lisa and Ryan. Being trained by Dr. Goodkin and his wife. That's unbelievable to have all of that and then free training. So when you hear these numbers that I'm about to share with you, to a lot of you, this is, oh my gosh, great. But if you've been in network marketing, and there are so many amazing former network marketing leaders that have hung their hat away from the old way of doing network marketing, making a product for 10, selling it to their friends, to distributors for 80, and then reselling it for 90. A lot of them, I don't want to say repented, but they recognize that Future of Commerce is club membership, and Live Good is right in the front of it. And that's why we're going to be the household name. That's why I'm so thankful for so many network marketing leaders that are here and are helping us to get to this point. And ladies and gentlemen, 2 million people is the tip of the iceberg. We will have 50 to 100 million people in Live Good within the next 5 years, and you're right in front of it. And all of that while you're getting healthy and staying healthy through an affordable way. So when you're hearing these numbers, especially this time of the year, for the ones who've been in network marketing, this is going to blow your socks off, because this never happens. During summer months, traditional network marketing companies are in a coma, because everyday people like us are not going to pay $80 for protein when the same company's website brags about giving away trips, so on and so forth. That tells you the product costs about 10. But Live Good is different. You don't see any of that in our compensation plan. We do not commission the tangible. We commission the membership. Therefore, Dr. Goodkin and we can bring you the highest quality products at the lowest price with 100% money back guarantee. So thank you, Dr. Goodkin, for talking about summer, because these numbers, the reflection of these numbers are the fact that people can finally afford these products, even during summer when they need a little bit of extra money to take their family, like you do and I do and Ben does, to trips. Because now you can get the best products made by the best ingredients. You can go on vacations during the summer because we're not overcharging you, so somebody will get a pink Cadillac out of it. Thank you, Dr. Goodkin. Thank you, Lisa. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to punch through the ranks again. If you're brand new to our company, you're going to say, oh, great. But if you've been in this industry, this is going to blow you away, because again and again, this time of the year, our industry, which is a $220 billion a year industry, direct sales, is literally sleeping. Why? That's just the way it is. People are not going to pay $80 for a CBD oil when deep in their heart, they know it costs $15. So thank you, Dr. Ryan, again. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk about the ranks. Ben is about to join us. He's got some great training and announcements for you, but you got to hear this. And this is a blessing. This is awesome, but at the same time should kind of scare you a little bit, because everybody that you're thinking about right now is going to hear about Live Good, either through our upcoming gym program, fundraising program, or so you want to go out there and share the love. So these numbers are unbelievable. We're very thankful for you, but at the same time, it should create the sense of urgency, because currently we're about 2 million members in Live Good. I believe we're going to have about 100 million people by 2030, and you're right in the front of it. One time $40 to be an affiliate of the company, and the $9.95 a month is not really a cost, because everyday people, average people like us, are ordering between 8 to 10 products, and the price difference between a member and retail non-member, which is still a non-member price, is very good, is totally justifies being a member. So ladies and gentlemen, these numbers are going to blow your socks off. Grab your pen and paper, and here we go. Bronzes. Last week alone, ladies and gentlemen, we had 1,420 people that last week alone personally referred 2 to 9 people and hit the bronze rank. I want to congratulate you. That's 1,420 bronzes. Simple math will tell you that's over 20. Wait, no, that's 200 people a day. 200 people a day that joined Live Good almost immediately, and they cannot wait to tell their friends. They are holding their chin up and sharing the love of Live Good, even a lot of them before they even receive their products. A lot of these people actually joined this week. Their products take about 2 or 3, 4 days, depending on what part of the country you're from, for them to arrive. But they're so excited about how much money they saved, and they're so concerned about somebody else getting a hold of their friends, that they went out there and proudly, holding their chin up, share the Live Good opportunity and our amazing products with every one of their contacts probably. And 1,420 people last week alone hit the bronze rank. Again, that is a phenomenon. That's unbelievable. And I want to congratulate all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, the bronze rank happens to be my favorite, with all due respects to all of the other ranks. I know you're doing such a great job, but let me tell you, foundation of our company is the highest quality products at the lowest price, free training with Lisa and Ryan with 100% money back guarantee. But this is what is going to get us to 100 million people. When you have millions and millions of proud members that are holding their chin up, and they cannot wait to tell their friends about the goodness they found in Live Good. So 1,420 people last week alone hit the bronze rank. Again, that's over 200 people a day. I want to congratulate all of you, and I cannot wait to celebrate you as a silver. Speaking of silvers, ladies and gentlemen, now, again, this time of the year in the direct sale world, there's nothing going on. I mean, literally, it's like everybody's sleeping. It's just the way it is. Guess what? Last week alone, we had 152 people. That's 20% more than the week before. We had 152 people, ladies and gentlemen, that hit the silver line. I mean, they are building a team. They're on their way to the gold level. And that's what, with their product of the product, they're saving some money, probably applying it to purchasing more products, and they're just out there sharing the love. So we had 152 people. That's up 20% from the following week in the slow time of the year for traditional network marketing companies that make the product for about 1/10 of what they sell it to people for. But in Live Good, because people see the transparency, the honesty, they can communicate with Lisa and Ryan anytime they want. They get us on Zooms. Over 152 people last week alone were able to achieve the silver line. I want to congratulate you. And by the way, I personally know, I was on a few Zooms yesterday, to be exact, about 14 of them. I know people who joined yesterday and hit the silver rank. When you see the quality, even though you still haven't used the products yet, you just you can't wait to share with your friends. And these numbers is about sharing. This is how we share our love. And you rank up at the same time. This is how we share with love. We don't force you to rank up. You get to rank up because you want to share. It's all about getting to share. And Live Good is all about sharing. So I want to congratulate 152 people last week alone that hit the silver rank. Again, that's almost 20% up. Now golds are making some good money. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, I don't have the numbers in front of me, but golds averaging about $500, $1,000, some of them with more mature organization, a little bit more. And guess what? This is just this time of year, any time of the year. These numbers are unbelievable, but we had 27 people, ladies and gentlemen. That's what, 3 or 4 a day. Just last week alone, that's up another 20% because we had 22 the last week before that hit the gold rank. Ladies and gentlemen, do you have any idea how amazing this is? Again, a lot of you are brand new in network marketing, brand new to direct sales, brand new to all of this, and you might have hit the gold, silver rank or even the gold rank without knowingly, just because you just can't wait to share with your friends. Okay, just like when you go to a restaurant, if the food is good, you want to tell your friends. But the old way of doing it, if you told your friends, then they would have to increase the price of the food, so your friend would be price gouged. But in Live Good, because we don't commission the tangible, you had 27 people last week alone. Again, up almost 20% from the week before that hit the gold rank. You got people that cannot wait. I had one lady that said, man, I was on Facebook Marketplace. I was looking at some stuff. I was looking for some coffee. Somebody in Live Good, because they openly or proudly holding their chin up, sharing the coffee. She clicked on the coffee link. She read about it. She couldn't wait to reach in her wallet and get their credit card to buy our coffee because of the quality, 100% money back guarantee, training by Lisa and Ryan. And guess what? She hit gold within 3 months. Why? Because I can proudly go out there and share this with my friends. So I want to congratulate 27 golds. And ladies and gentlemen, guess what? Yes, we are in June. Yes, the entire industry. But just like Dr. Goodkin and Lisa said, people still want to get supplementation. People want to be healthy. People want to stay healthy, but they don't want to pay $65 for a CBD or like the old way of doing it. They're doing it with Live Good. And because of that, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for this? We had 4 platinums this week alone. That is unheard of. That is, again, because Ben and I come from this industry, this time of year, doesn't matter what time of year, 4 people in a week hitting a platinum rank. Oh my gosh. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. Ladies and gentlemen, no diamonds this week, but I want to congratulate all of these amazing people that A, became the product of the product, B, hold their chin up and proudly and aggressively, some of you calmly, went out there and shared the love of Live Good with everyone that you know, because it is inevitable. The type of the products and services soon that Dr. Goodkin, Lisa, and Ben are putting together for our Live Good community, you just cannot unsee the value. You cannot unsee the value. So while we're waiting for our amazing CEO to join us, I'm honored and thankful for being allowed to share the ranks. So honored just to be on these Zooms with you all. I see so many brand new people that this is their first and obviously last home-based business that are getting involved, and they're just ecstatic. They're just so happy that they're able to show their friends the love that we offer in Live Good. One of the things I used to say is you really got to dislike somebody for not sharing Live Good with them. So Dr. Goodkin, I want to thank you. As Ben is coming back, you're going to hear a lot of buzz here. Oh, my brother is here. Oh, wow. Hola, or however you say hello in French. How are you, brother?
I know, I've been trying to figure that out. Bonjour.
Bonjour. Look at you go. Hey, hair's coming back.
Yeah,
Looks
I got to let it grow out.
Looks good. Hey, brother, thanks. Rock
Awesome.
on. Let's
Great
go.
job. Congratulations to everyone who achieved rank. I love seeing that. I love seeing the silvers. I think silvers, golds, yeah, bronzes were about the same as last week. Silvers and golds were up. Platinum was exactly the same. Another huge week. Absolutely love it. Crushing it. About 1,000 people joining every single day in the middle of summer, when all the other companies are struggling out there. Not to sound negative, but it's an exciting thing. So I've got some training for you guys today. I'm really excited to be here. I apologize for being late. We've been running around, but made sure I got back because I didn't want to miss this call, my favorite call of the week. And just to congratulate all of you guys just for being awesome. I mean, for recognizing what we're doing, for being part of it, for being part of being the fastest growing company in the entire health and wellness industry, in the history of the health and wellness industry, as well as the network marketing industry. Just big things continue to happen, and we are just getting started. But it's really exciting. So a couple of things I want to talk about. But the first one is this, and we get a lot of feedback, a lot of questions, a lot of just communication from you guys, from the field, and I absolutely love it. And I take a lot of that into consideration into everything that we do as far as running the company and everything that we talk about. And there's one thing that, maybe a few things, but something that came up this week that we don't talk about nearly enough, that is just another awesome piece of what we do as far as the network marketing side that a lot of you guys don't even recognize. A lot of people in general don't know how we compress, I guess, for lack of a better word, our matrix. And it's exciting because we really reward people for staying involved, for being part of Live Good long term. Because now that we're 2.5 years into this company, obviously, I mean, this is the network marketing industry. We know networkers. We know people are looking for the next shiny object. They're looking for the easiest path to get rich. And, if they're not making $1,000 a month in the matrix by now, that, we lose some people. And that's expected. That's part of the game, part of the network marketing industry. People are going to drop out. And as much as, we don't want that to happen, obviously, and we've probably got the lowest percentage of dropout in the history of the industry, there's still people dropping out. And so what a lot of people have noticed, a few people have asked, what happens when people drop out? And then other people have noticed, hey, how come my matrix looks different than it did last month? And this is something I want you guys to understand, because this is exciting, it's powerful, it's rewarding, and it really helps everybody for staying involved in the company as far as getting paid in the matrix, the matching bonuses, and all that stuff. So when somebody stops paying their membership, they're removed from the matrix. Now, if they have people under them in the matrix, then there's a hole there. But we don't want holes in the matrix, because that pushes people farther down. We want to compress it up to keep that volume closer to you so that you get paid the maximum amount on every single level in your entire matrix and in your people's matrix on the matching bonuses. So when someone drops out, what happens is the person who is under them, so everyone has 2 frontline positions. If there's 2 people there, the person under them who's been in the longest, which is usually the one on the left, but sometimes if it's been shifted a few times because a couple people have dropped out, it's the one on the right. So the person who's been in the longest actually moves up in the matrix. Yes, you can actually move up in the matrix and not only be higher in the matrix, but also inherit all the people below the person who was above you in the matrix, which gives you more people in your matrix that you will now get paid on. What I think is the more exciting part of that is not only do you move up, but now that you moved up, that your previous space now needs to be filled. So what happens is one of the people who were under you, who's still going to be under you, gets to move up into your position and now inherits all the people below you. So now you have a higher position in the matrix and more people under you in the matrix. The person under you, who was probably the first person you enrolled, now moved up into your spot. Now they're making more money in their matrix, which helps them. But guess what? That means since they're making more money in their matrix and you enrolled them, you're making more in your matrix. Now you also match their bigger matrix, which means you're making even more there. So bigger matrix commissions, bigger matching bonuses, and everybody wins. So just another incentive slash reward for staying involved in the company, and just the way that we do it so we don't have holes. Some companies, they call it dynamic compression. We don't really have a name for it. Just whoever's been in the longest moves up and gets rewarded. That's what it is. Dynamic compression sometimes means, a lot of companies throw that term out there and don't really, I don't know if they know what it means or not, but for the most part, it means that you can actually have more than two people in a level in the matrix. If it's 2x matrix, some matrices are 3x, 4x. Not going to get into all of that, but we do it differently, unique, and I think more powerfully than it's ever been done in the history of the network marketing industry, where people actually move up in the matrix and get rewarded for doing that by inheriting more volume in their organization that they're getting paid on. And their people all move up because when that person moves up, person under them moves up, person under them moves up. Everybody's making more in their matrix, and you're making more matching bonuses on all those people under you. So just wanted to point that out. Just another thing, we don't talk about it a lot, but it is a cool extra piece of the puzzle that is just awesome. So that's that. Other than that, so I wanted to, I've been reading a book while I've been on vacation. I think it's awesome. It's called Adapt or Die by a Lieutenant Colonel in the Army. His name is Rick Lynch. But it's a really, and I picked it for you guys can obviously imagine why. Adapt or die, because we talk about this a lot. We talk about the companies who are aligning themselves with where the world is going, where the economy is going, are succeeding, while the companies who are stuck in past ways, broken business models, are losing volume. And if you look at what's happening, and I heard Nader talk about it a little bit. I'm sure he talked about more earlier on the call, but you look at what's happening in the network marketing industry. Pretty much every single company, 99% of companies in the industry are losing volume, losing momentum. People are losing ranks, checks are going down, and they're going. I mean, we've seen what happened in the last year. About 12 to 15 companies have gone out of business. And then you've got Live Good, like one of the very few, if only, companies that are absolutely continuing to grow every single week, every single month, still putting in over 1,000 new members every single day, while other companies continue to struggle. So so I picked this book. It's, I like reading books. I like listening to audiobooks. And this is one that I thought it'd be worth reading, and it has been awesome. And I've kind of been, as I've been reading it, I'm like, is this guy talking about Live Good? Is this guy talking about exactly what we're doing? So I wanted to, I wrote down 5 things that I feel that he talks about in the book that perfectly relate to exactly what we're doing. And first of all, for those of you who have not read, for anyone in any business, this really is a great book called Adapt or Die by Rick Lynch, and there's another co-author as well, but Adapt or Die. And it's true, because if you're stuck in past ways and old ways and models that don't work, you know what's going to happen. And then if you do adapt to where the economy is going, good things happen. So I just wanted to lay out these 5 things because it's really exciting. When you understand how business works and how we work and how our model was designed, it really makes a whole lot of sense. And it really makes sense why we're growing while every other company is not. And it's like, if you look at the stock market, if 99% of stocks are going down and one's going up, which one do you want to be part of? And yeah, you could say you want to buy the dip, but you see where the model is going. If the company is doing stuff that's not working anymore, that dip is going to continue to drop and drop and drop. You want to align yourself with companies that are going the right direction and really taking advantage of recognizing what's going on out there in the marketplace. So here's number 1. He says, outdated methods fail when environments shift. Leaders must make decisions and act decisively. And so, again, here's what doesn't work anymore. Overpriced products doesn't work anymore. If you're trying to sell a product for more than 50 or 60 bucks, you see what's happening. People are no longer buying it. They're comparing prices. They're looking what else is available out there. They're getting smarter, and they're not going to continue to do that. The second thing that doesn't work is cheap, low quality products and ingredients. People aren't going for that anymore. They want value. And number 3 is transparency. People want to know what's in their product, and this hiding behind these proprietary blends isn't working anymore. And now it's the old way. And as we're moving into the future, the future of business, the future of nutritional supplements is high quality, is value, meaning great ingredients at a low price or at a fair price at the very least. And number three, full transparency. Show people what's in the product. Show people that these are the highest quality ingredients, and you're going to, see a lot more results. Number two, authenticity and trust. People follow those who are, what's my word? Man, can't read my own writing. But we'll stick with this one. Who are something and consistent. People
Perfect.
want consistency. And we see a lot of this in the network marketing industry is inconsistency. People, and not just in the network marketing industry, we see it in life. People question their decisions. They have buyer's remorse a lot of times. And in the network marketing industry, it's way more exaggerated because they hear people talking from all over the place saying, hey, you got to get out of this company, you got to get into this company. This company's launching this new product that's never been seen before is launching. All this stuff is out there. And a lot of people in the network marketing industry start to doubt themselves and wonder if they're in the right company or if there's a better opportunity out there. And what this guy is saying is people want consistent leaders. They want to align themselves with people who know where they're going and who are consistent, who are focused, who are committed, not who are jumping around and doing whatever they think they might be doing, or just not confident enough to pick a direction that they want to go, for lack of a better word, meaning don't jump around company to company. Because that's not how you build credibility. That's not how you build consistency. And that's not how you build a following that people want to align themselves with. And so, building, just another thing we do as far as building trust, consistency, certificates of analysis, listing the ingredients, but building trust in a market flooded with hidden formulators. Man, I took a lot of time to write all this stuff down. Now I can't even read it. But there's just so much shadiness out there in the network marketing industry, and it's just, I want you guys know, I mean, we do things right. We're very transparent. We share with you guys what's going on, and we receive your feedback, and that kind of brings me to number three. Yeah, you liking this stuff? It's really cool. This is a great book, and again, not just for network marketing, but for any business. You've got, again, if you're not going where people are spending their money, where consumers' buying habits are, and you're stuck in stuff that's not working, the results are obvious. And that's why, again, we see companies going out of business because they don't want to adapt. They don't know how to adapt. They've got inconsistent, inconfident, incompetent, all of those things, leadership. And, I pride myself on the team that we've built here at Live Good, and not just from the corporate side, but also, all of you guys in the field. We've got an awesome team of people, and that goes for all of us. And I think, the ones that, and it's cool. I mention this a lot because I see your guys' posts. You guys all friend me, and I accept most of your friend requests. If you've got common, what is it called? Mutual friends, then I'll accept your friend request. And so I see what you guys are posting, and I love, and I get a little frustrated with, but at the same time, how much you guys love Live Good and believe in Live Good and share our vision and our passion and our mission for helping people get healthy, stay healthy, do it in an affordable way, that you are just willing to fight and defend and throw down just to make sure people know that, hey, this company is for real. We are the best, whatever you want to say. But, sometimes it gets a little heated and, you get a little over defensive, to be honest with you. You don't have to get defensive with Live Good. I mean, there is nothing negative that people can find about Live Good. This is the highest quality products, lowest price, best compensation plan, full transparency from both corporate, network marketing, and supplement side. I mean, everything is out there. It's very hard to find something negative. And, as much as people might try to say, you can't make money in a $10 deal, they don't pay out on products, whatever the excuses are out there, when people who know Live Good know,
Amen. They
can't unsee it. They're not going to go buy a $60 bottle of magnesium when they could get the highest quality one on the planet for $8.95. And so it's really cool to see that. So number three, this is a good one. Know your battlefield. Understand your terrain, your allies, your competition, and your mission. And that goes a lot with what I just said. You got to build where it's working. You can build a battlefield on the other side of the planet where nobody is, and it's not going to create any results. You've got to position yourself where the value is, where the money is, where the opportunity is, where the people are, where people are spending their money. And that's exactly where we are. If you're on that old battlefield over there, that war was fought 20 years ago.
Yep.
It's over. You're not getting any traction over there. Yeah, you can defend that little piece of land it's way over there, but you're not going to grow. You're not going to build. You're not going to accelerate. You're not going to achieve anything new. And that's where most companies are, unfortunately, in this industry, or maybe fortunately for Live Good's sake, but they're stuck in the past. They're stuck in the wrong place, doing the wrong thing, not fighting the right battles. And that's why they're struggling. That's why they're dying. That's why they're fading out. And we see it every single day. So, that's our model. Our model is unique, and it was built on principles that actually work. And if you look at what's happening in the economy, I did a post the other day about the Costco model, and I really, Nader and I talked about this on my computer. The folder for Live Good is not even called Live Good. It's still called Costco because it was the Costco model before we even had the name Live Good, and I just never changed it. But that's when I go through my folder, I click on Costco. That model works. They're one of the most successful companies in the history of the world, and they're crushing it right now. High quality products at a few dollars above cost with a small membership on the back to give you guys the privilege of buying those high quality products at those low prices. So makes perfect sense. But number 4, I talked about this as well: empowering versus listening, I can't read what I wrote again, but empowering the front lines, listening to you guys. And we get a lot of ideas, a lot of feedback from you guys. I talked about how the matrix compresses. That was feedback that we got from the field. We just launched or about to launch our fundraising program, which is super close. Again,
Yes.
I just, again, all on me. I've been traveling this week. Haven't been, I've got like 4 emails in there for my program. He's like, do you want to turn this on or what? So it's ready.
I love it.
That's on me for not,
It's okay.
responding yet, but and so this is a cool thing, because I guarantee you that there are a lot of companies out there screaming at their corporate teams to adapt, to change, to listen, to look what's happening in the world right now, in the economy right now, and the leadership is like, we don't know how to change it. We don't know what to do. If we can't change our compensation plan, because then the leaders will leave because they're not making money anymore. And so they're scared. They're stuck in this spot where they're scared to change. They don't know how to change. They don't know what to do. And so instead of doing it, they're just doing nothing and just watching their volume continue to drop and watching their companies go out of business or eliminating their compensation plan. And then the leaders get nothing. So it's really interesting what's going on out there. And, if you got to listen to your team. You guys are out there in the battlefield, on the front lines, out there working, out there hustling. We all, and we recognize that. We respect that. We're very thankful for all of you guys seeing the vision and sharing it and wanting to help people, because that's what we're all about. So, just keep crushing it. But I want you guys to understand all this, because we are in a very unique position that doesn't happen very often in business, much less in network marketing. And this is an opportunity that probably won't happen again for at least another 20 to 30 years, where we are so perfectly aligned and positioned in front of multiple industries that have been doing it the wrong way for so long. And now we're correcting it and doing it right, when literally there's no other company out there doing what we're doing. It's really amazing, to have that kind of opportunity out there where there's zero competition in a broken business model that's just, I don't want to say it's so easy to disrupt, but when you see something so broken, so messed up, and has been for so long, and and you do it the right way, it just makes sense. And there's no surprise. No other company has grown to almost 2 million members first 2.5 years. I mean, first million in 13 months. That doesn't happen in any industry out there. And at the same time, as I'm sure Nader mentioned as well, this is just the beginning. We'll have 10, 20, 30, 50 million members in Live Good in the next few years. because once they see it, they can't unsee it. They're not going to continue buying $50, $80, $100 single bottles of any supplement out there. And with more and more people recognizing that they need nutritional supplements, none of us are getting everything we need out of our daily diets. We absolutely need to supplement. And now you can get the highest quality products at the lowest prices with full transparency every single day with Live Good. You can't unsee it. And that's going to continue and continue and continue. That's why our product sales continue to go up every single week.
That's right.
Yes, affiliate signups have slowed down a little bit, especially from 2 years ago. We were putting in 3,000 new members a day. Now it's like 1,000 a day, which is still absolutely crazy. But the consistent thing has been the growth of the product sales, people buying product. That is what's driving this company, and that's what's going to continue to drive it. We talk about this. I talk about it. You guys sometimes say different things, say it's a membership company, not a product company, because that's what you get paid on. But this is a product company. Guys, the people who are dropping out, which was what we talked about, the holes and the matrix compressing and all that stuff, they're not product people. They're people who got in hoping to make some money, didn't get enough spillover fast enough, don't want to wait for it. And so they're dropping out, going to the next shiny object, saying that we're a scam or whatever, because they didn't make $2,000 a month in the matrix without doing anything.
Perfect.
So, and let them say that. But we're growing not because of those people. We're growing because of the products. The people who use these products, guys, do not quit. And that's how this company is going to continue to build, continue to grow. And that's our focus. And you can hate that on that as much as you want. And I hear people, bashing that we're more focused on people buying product than people making money in the compensation plan. And well, that's not completely accurate and true. Our main focus is getting people product, because the compensation plan doesn't exist and doesn't work as much as you guys want to believe it might without people buying products. Because if this is just a $10 a month thing with no products involved at all, it doesn't work. It doesn't exist. The product side is what drives us, what keeps it going long term, and what sets us apart from every other company out there. And so the people who are buying the products are the people who are going to stick. And if you're not promoting that, honestly, you're probably one of the people who are seeing people drop out of your organization. We've seen groups who are growing, we see groups who are shrinking. And the one thing that's in common is if they're buying products or if they're not. And that's just how it works. So, but yeah, so we listen to the field, and that's where I was going with that. And last but not least, I got to get rocking here. And this is a big one. And it's kind of what we just talked about, is you want a mission-focused company. And, this is something really unique that we have that no other company has. Because every company out there in the network marketing industry starts for one reason: to make money. That's it. They start to make money. So they find a product, and Nader and I have worked with hundreds of companies over the last 25, not or even more than that, years, who say, okay, I've got a great compensation plan, or they just come to us saying, hey, I want to start a company. What kind of product should I have? Like, it's not, I have a product that I want to bring to the world. It's, I want to start a network marketing company. And all these companies who are going out of business, you see them. I talked about one last week. We saw Modere, a big network marketing company with a lot of network marketing, quote unquote, leaders in it. They're launching a new company. They didn't launch that company because they wanted to bring a product to market. They launched that company because their previous company went out of business, and they want something to try to make money with, to replace the income that they lost. You can call that a mission all you want. That's not a mission that's going to be that drives a company to succeed. Everybody starts a business to make money, and a company has to be successful money-wise to be in business, or it's going to go out of business. But the one thing that we have that's unique, that no other company has, is we truly are mission focused. And I don't say this, I say this because this is what it is. I've made my money in the network marketing industry, and I'm one of, quite honestly, a very small handful of people who have made enough money in this industry to genuinely be able to retire and walk away and not have to work anymore. There's not a lot of us in this place, and I'm very fortunate, thankful, blessed to have been able to achieve that. And at the same time, I've been very, I'm not crazy. I don't go out and buy fancy cars and all this crazy stuff. I've been very smart with my investments, And that's why I've been able to walk away and retire, about 6 years ago now, and be done with the network marketing industry. I didn't come back to launch a company to make money. I didn't come back because I needed to do something new to generate more income. I launched this company to fix a model that's been so beyond broken for the past 25 years. And I've just been watching people get hurt for 25 years. And it just got to a point where it's like, this is so stupid. This is so frustrating. This isn't working. That's not where the economy is going. People are losing money. They're getting hurt, and it's not cool anymore. Let's fix it. That's the mission, to help people genuinely get healthy, stay healthy, do it in an affordable way, and make some extra money on the side by fixing a model that doesn't work anymore. That's the mission. If I didn't make a penny in this company, but I helped all of you guys do those 3 things, get healthy, stay healthy, do it in an affordable way, and make some money on the side, I would be happy. Fortunately, the company is very successful. The 4 co-founders. And again, I talk about this as well. A lot of companies you see who launch out there, the corporate staff, the guy who started it, and a lot of times, a lot of the quote unquote leaders, the master distributor, all these other people are on salary. We don't have a single person, including our corporate team. I mean, other than our actual employees, our packing people, our shipping people, our programmers, those people are getting paid. They're on salary. But nobody else, and you guys get paid commissions. All of you guys get paid before us. If there's any money left, Notter's not on salary, Ryan's not on salary, Lisa's not on salary. I don't get a penny from this company unless there's money left over after all of you guys are paid, after all of our employees are paid, after all of our inventory is paid off. We don't go into debt for inventory. A lot of companies do. They'll borrow money for inventory, they'll pay it off as they sell product, if they sell product. We are 100% debt free. We're holding millions and millions of dollars in the bank for our, I shouldn't quote it, for our yearly memberships, because we spread that out over the course of a year. That's all in the bank. Most companies, it's not. Like, a company goes out of, there's a lot of people.
Bro.
We've seen it, Notter. Companies go out of business. It's like, dude, I paid for a year. What happens to the next 8 months? Do I not get that money back? Right?
Yep. Thank you, Ben. Thank you
it.
for doing this.
Yeah. So, but the point is this: like, it's a mission focused business. It's a passion project for me. I came back to this industry to fix it, and quite honestly, and I'm not gonna try to sugarcoat it or say that it's not what it is, but I came back to crush this industry and just wipe out all of these stupid companies that are hurting people every single day, because I don't like it and it's not right. And that's what we're doing. And it again, it's a unique position to be in, because when it truly is about the mission, and when that's the focus, and you guys are all on board, and I know a lot of you guys are on board. Again, I see the messages, I see the texts, I see the social media posts, I see what you guys are putting out there. You get it. And I love that. And it's because, yes, you need more people in Live Good to make as much money as you do, selling $100 product. That's obvious. You can pay out a lot more on $100 than you can on $10. We're paying out over 80% of the $10 every single month, and running the company on the other 2, and maybe another $1 or 2 on the products that we sell. And we're one of the most profitable companies in the industry right now. All these other companies can't even figure out how to pay their bills selling $60, $80, $100 products out there. So when you've got a mission-focused business, and this isn't just me saying it, I've got my pages of notes here that I'm reading. This was, from the author of this book, Adapt or Die. And when it's mission focused and you've got an uncompromised, high quality products, I mean, that's what we do. So just want you guys to really, really know just what this company is about, because I know all of you guys are in it to make money. This is a call for affiliates, and it's awesome. And I love the ranks. Almost 2,000 people again this week achieved rank, the first level of rank. We've got more people achieving rank and earning income than percentage wise than any other company in the history of the industry. that's awesome. But when you really focus on giving people the highest quality products at prices they can afford with uncompromised value and full transparency, it's going to go. It's
That's
going to
right.
work. And it is. It's working. So just know that
Thank you.
there has never been a company like what we're doing. And it's very, and I don't say that to brag. I say that because that's how we built it. That's how we designed it. And it's so exciting to see, because we didn't, we don't have any of these network marketing leaders in this company. We built this all from the little guy, all of you guys, people who have struggled in the network marketing industry. And yes, we have a few people who have made money before in the industry, but they get it as well. And most of this, I mean, guys, almost 2 million members. Most of you guys have been in other companies, have never made money or not made a lot, and have struggled and have experienced the wrongness of the industry. And hopefully, and I truly believe this is a breath of fresh air. I wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't. And if I didn't feel like we're doing it right, we're doing it different, we're helping people, nobody gets hurt. And we will continue that mission and continue taking down all of these other companies who are hurting people and who are doing it the wrong way. And I don't say that because, I want to hurt companies. I say that because I don't like seeing companies take advantage of anybody. And so hopefully you guys get that. But and I know you do. So that's really all. That's what I wanted to talk about today. Those two things, because this is a great book. You guys should read it. Adapt or Die. And again, I just wanted to cover the way that we compress our matrix, because all of that stuff is awesome. But you guys are the best. Super, super stoked to have all of you guys on board. I love doing these calls. I love our family, our team. You guys are just the best. And I love, man, do you know we have over 40 products now? Over 40 different products. And that doesn't even count all the shirts and stuff. When you count all those SKUs, it's like 50 or 60. That is awesome. And
That's right.
You heard what we're rolling out. I'm sure Dr. Ryan talked about it today.
Oh, we're
just going to keep. Oh, I do know it.
I do know it.
We're going to keep rolling them out, guys. I mean, this is just the beginning. We'll probably have double this number of products in the next few years.
Yeah.
And, 10 times the number of members in the next few years. Things are coming together. And as, quite honestly, as more and more of these companies, and I want to say one more thing, but kind of fall off the planet, go out of business and just eliminate themselves, from an advertising perspective, talking about the co-op and generating more customers and members outside of the whole network marketing side that, again, all of you guys get to participate in and helps everybody grow. It just helps us be able to get those costs down because there's less competition as more companies go out of business. And I'm not just talking about network marketing. I mean, the health and wellness industry, the supplement space outside of network marketing is just as, if not more, shady, corrupt, sketchy, low quality products, no transparency, super high prices, doesn't work anymore. And so all of that stuff just works together. And I also see this, I just want to throw this out there, because I see companies knowing what's not working out there and trying to put together a company that has multiple, think, well, we have this, we have this, we have this, we have this, we have this. Having multiple things that doesn't work doesn't make it work any better than having one thing that doesn't work.
This guy.
So it's true. It's I don't want to say it's frustrating. I don't know. I see it happening. It's like it's kind of like, are you guys freaking kidding me? Like, who buys this stuff? It's ridiculous. So that's really all I got today. You guys are awesome. Love seeing the product sales going up. Fiber's going crazy. The liver support. You guys are loving it. Definitely get that out. Everybody needs that liver support. Your liver funnels all the blood through it. The cinnamon CBD surprisingly is moving well, but I thought more of you guys would want to try it. But a lot of you guys are you love your natural flavor. The natural that's our best-selling CBD oil, the 1,500 milligram natural. If you guys love that, keep buying the natural. We'll see if the cinnamon survives the test, the limited time test, and becomes a permanent product or not. So far, it's right there on the edge. It's getting attention, but not super ton of attention. So we'll see. But it is awesome, and all the feedback from it has been great. So we'll see what happens. And I know a lot of other products are launching the next few weeks or so. So that's all I got. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you, Dr. Ryan, Lisa, and Nader for covering me for the first half of the call, and just for being awesome and part of our amazing team. And for all of you guys being here, congratulations again to everyone who achieved rank. Welcome aboard to everyone who joined this week. You guys are the best. That's all I got. Have an awesome weekend. Be sure to join Dr. Ryan and Lisa on Monday for the next awesome product call. And you can watch previous ones on your in your webinars link in your back office. That's all I got. Nader, Ryan, Lisa, anything you want to add?
Just thankful for you all. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. First day of the week for us. Everybody that you can think of right now, from your high school yearbook to the guy who rear-ended you on the freeway, God forbid, and you guys transferred information, they're going to join Live Good through you or someone else. So Ben, I want to thank you. Lisa and Ryan, I want to thank you all. I got to jump on another Zoom. We are dominating a broken industry that needs to be fixed. Thank you, Ben.
Boom. All right. See you guys at the top. When you guys started the call, you got to stop it. See you guys later.
I'm on.
Thank
See
you.
guys.
Bye, everyone.
You got it, Ryan?